Hey y'all, it's my girl Claudia Jordan, and we are back with TGIF. Happy Friday, y'all. We here to spill the tea and break down the biggest headlines in the news and on social media. So sit back, relax, and get ready to sip the hot tea because we've been sipping hot tea all week. Please welcome Al Reynolds, Suited and Booted. What's up, Al?
What's going on, Claudia?
Got your little pocket square.
Oh, Quad, this is our last day together. I'm so sad.
Our special guest co-host of the week, Miss Quad. Yes, we're gonna be sad. You've been really fantastic.
You so much. I appreciate it. But can I just tell Al that he looks like he just came from the banquet?
I'm a professional man. I still have to work. I'm not as well off as you and Claudia.
Well, baby, let me tell you something. Baby, I don't turn a coin down. Trust.
Right.
Oh, so speaking of coins, this weekend, y'all spent any coins? Y'all do anything fun this weekend? What y'all got going on? Quad, what you doing?
You know what? I don't know what I'm doing this weekend, but I know that I'm going to be with a nice, handsome man.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, that's always fun. Get some for us because we ain't getting none. Al, I'm about tired of sleeping with this damn cat every single night. Al, what you doing this weekend?
Well, Claudia, Grammys is here this weekend, so I will be at the Grammys doing the coverage for Fox Soul. I haven't gotten a carpet assignment yet, but I did get a media room assignment, so pretty excited about that. And plus all the parties this week. I was out with the very talented Portia Coleman from All American last night, who's a friend of Claudia's.
Little sis right there.
Yeah, she's like a triple threat. She can sing, she can dance, she can act. We had a really good time. We went to the Ted Reed party. We went to Janelle Monáe's listening party. And then I think we ended at honoring the All Black Party, honoring all the Black women and their influence in hip hop.
All right. Well, please tell Portia I said hello. She's fantastic. And everyone follow Portia Coleman. She's a sweetheart. And she's actually a young lady that I really respect her. She kind of did it the right way. She bring her mom on her auditions with her. She's never gotten arrogant. And she's just like a hardworking woman. She was on Jamie Foxx's show on Netflix as well. And she is a very, very talented, beautiful young lady, young sister. All right, Ms. Quad, have you been enjoying hanging out with us this week?
I loved it. I really hate that it's coming to an end. I'm like, okay, when is the next time I can come back? Because I've had so much great conversations, stimulating conversations, very intriguing thoughts. So I love that. That's my type of talk.
Well, I stay in the comments and I did see a lot of people did love seeing you in this element and on this platform. So listen, this is not goodbye. It's so long. And as they say in Italy, ci vediamo dopo means until we see each other again. And I'll see you later. Okay. All right.
Don't say to next time. Okay. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, are you drinking a drink right now? Anything in that glass over there?
That's because you got on to me about that. So I'm like well prepared. Let me just say this. Now, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth today, Al. I got a little bit of Casa Azul in this glass with vanilla cream soda, child. So y'all just pray for me today.
Ooh, this is going to be one of them good shows. I love when people get saucy because that's when they spill it all. Al, what you drinking on today?
Water. I'm hydrating. I got to hydrate before the weekend. Like, it's going to be a long weekend. So I'm doing water tonight.
I approve because anyone that's hung out with Al Reynolds knows you have to be in good physical fitness shape. You have to have your electrolytes all the way filled up because he's gonna wear that ass out. He's not gonna let the party go away at 2:00. It's like, no, there's an after party. There's an after party. There's an after party. There's a breakfast. And before you know it, hung out with Al for 24 hours. So God, please drink your water.
This is one of the reasons why he has on all black right now, because he did go to an all black affair last night.
Right.
So it's like, listen, I'm just gonna go ahead and make
just go on and roll it on over.
All right. Well, it is Friday, so let's get into these topics. In honor of Black History Month, we are kicking off the show by highlighting a few Black artists who have made history at the Grammys. Michael Jackson became the first artist to win 8 Grammys in one night. Now, Beyonce made history when she became the youngest artist to win 20 Grammy Awards. Now, she was just 34 years old. Stevie Wonder is the only artist in Grammy history to win Album of the Year with 3 consecutive studio albums. And Ray Charles made history with the longest span of Album of the Year nominations over the course of, get this, y'all, 43 years.
Oh, I think that deserves a toast.
Cheers.
Wish I had some liquor right now. You know what? Black folks are really amazing and incredible. And, I love that we are highlighting this during Black History Month. But this is something we Fox Soul, we will continue to highlight our achievements throughout the entire year because that is amazing.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty good stuff, right? Y'all, what do y'all think?
Yeah.
Good. Indeed.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's get into some topics. Speaking of Black history, we've been so engulfed in discussing the diss tracks and beef between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj that we have yet to discuss the success of the two newly released tracks. Now, Megan's Hiss hit the #1 spot on US Spotify with 1.64 million streams, and Nicki's Bigfoot is currently pacing for the biggest solo female rap debut of 2024 on Spotify. I hate that it's over a beef. I really, really do. I wish it didn't have to be because of that. But putting the beef aside, what are your thoughts on the success of these songs? What do you think?
Both of them are winning. Both of them are winning. And like you said, unfortunately, it came through a banter. And I hope that they, at a later date, can kind of come together, have a great conversation, and, try to work through the muddy waters and kind of be cool again, because we did like when they worked together once before. But they're just both talented, hands down.
Al, what are your thoughts?
I told you this reminds me of when I was coming through, diss tracks were very popular. And I like the fact that this also is making rap, especially Black female rap, exciting again. We like a good old beef. We like a good old back and forth. We like a good old barbs against whatever Megan's fans are called. The hotties. We like a little struggle and a little back and forth. It like raises our blood pressure a little bit, and we get into that type of stuff. And I mean, I will always love when I see Black female rappers charting. We know that his would be #1 on Billboard Top 100, so it's definitely successful. And like you said, Claudia, it's a solo act. It's #1 solo act. So shout out to Megan for that. And with Nicki, it's expected to break records. It debuted in the top 10. I don't know that it's going to come for the #1 spot for Megan, but it's definitely still debuted in the top 10. So to me, when I see Black female artists stand up like this in Black History Month, you got to be excited. So I'm going to give them both a shout out. A shout out to both Megan and Nicki. Great job.
Wow, we going to say something else?
Yeah, I want to just tag on to that because I don't want to get I don't want his message to be misconstrued. We do love a good banter, a good back and forward when it stays in the booth. We don't want West Coast type of thing. Okay, so when it stays in the booth, we're putting stamps on it. So girls, good job.
All right, switching gears, we have a new Hollywood couple alerts.
Oh, who is this?
All right, social media has been buzzing ever since rapper Joey Badass and actress Soraya made it official. One person wrote, I want whatever he be doing to her done to me. Ooh, that gave me a chill just now. And another person wrote, I just know he talks her through it. Are y'all here for this new Oh, I like how he lifting her up like that. I want someone to do that too. Look at the dog.
Oh, the dog is like, I want in.
That's a threesome with the dog right there. Al, what you think? The dog was off on his nuts.
I wanted to know where his hand was. Jeez, where was his hand? You guys know how I feel about Black love on this platform, and you know how I feel about young Black love. So I'm really into this. I like the fact that they're both the same age. I like the fact that they share videos like this because it just makes the relationship feel real. And you guys, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I like the fact that Joey Badass loves him a Black woman. And it ain't an Instagram thought. It ain't, it's not one of these airbrush beauties. He's got him an actress who has been in the game for a while. She looks like, like us. She looks like a sister. I love that fact. And I know I'm shallow when it comes to this because we are all allowed to date who we want to date. But I like to see a successful Black man with a successful Black woman and just loving up on each other, because that's what that whole little scene right there looked like to me. I'm here for it. It's better than these renegades that are be going around in Hollywood.
Oh, not a renegade. Who renegade, honey?
I done told you who was renting dates the other day on the show, the day before yesterday. I done told y'all on Wednesday show who be renting dates and paying the fees. Sorry, Quad.
They went from coast to coast, Brittany days, honey.
Don't they? And the Midwest. Don't forget about the Midwest.
Ooh, baby, down south in the Midwest where it's cold and the wind is steady.
Are you here?
Okay, so Quad's gonna be the one today, Claudia. We were a mess the other day. Quad's
Weren't we?
I'm going to put this down. I'm literally going to step away from the House of Zor. Step away from it. Okay.
Wow, what do you think about this couple?
Well, you know what? I love it. I love that they're youthful. I love that they're not afraid to show their love. I hope that it's a solid relationship because we do know people will build you up just to tear you down. But I do love that they're supporting one another. They're showing their love. And baby, that's all strong, man. A man that can just bench. How much you bench press? I bench press my wife. That's what I bench press my girlfriend. I like that. Little bench pressing, baby.
Me too. I need to be bench pressed this weekend.
Oh, go to the casino.
Find me. Let me tell you, I live by the casino in Oklahoma. That is MAGA territory. There is nobody there. They out of shape. They've been sitting around all day, spreading their booties wide. And I don't think anybody's strong there to lift me up like that.
It's difficult.
Security.
It is difficult in Oklahoma. You did say Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking at Al.
My niece went to Langston there for 1 year. And then I went to her apartment. I said, oh, baby, yeah, we gotta.
It's a lot of people that sit around all day and they just sit around all day. All right, coming up next, Keke Palmer gets candid about her future in Hollywood and later Lil Scrappy's failed attempt at being petty. This was a kind of a little bit of shade attempt that kind of went left. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.
What's going on, Claudia?
I'm in the White House, and if I'm not on the show tomorrow, then something happened.
You in prison.
TGIF.
Listen to what you just said. You are broadcasting your show from the White House. If that is not the hope and the dream of the slaves, then I do not know what is.
Live and interactive.
I just met the White House press secretary, and she knows me, and I think she knows me from T. I said, I have to go broadcast. She goes, oh, that's right, you're live. And I'm like, you know about us.
On Fox Soul.
This one's for the real ballers and shot callers, the sisterhood of women in tech. They're discovering cures, building apps, and programming the blockchain. They're CEOs, worldwide hustlers who can make it rain. They're tearing down the old boys club and seeing big gains. Because when women in tech come together, you know they make that change.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
We got a few new phrases the kids are out there saying, and I want you to tell us what you think they mean.
McMillan and Mara.
Donald Duckin.
I went to graduate school.
Every Thursday.
To avoid terms like this.
And this is what my life has come to.
All right, next one.
Cambridge.
Okay, Mr. Harvard. Proxy beef.
Oh, I know what this is. This is when you don't have a problem directly with the person.
How did you know this?
Because I speak English. Proxy.
Welcome back to TGIF. One day, you guys, for the best of episode, just Joyce, Justin, I need this to be done. If y'all can start recording, and I think Joyce mentioned it, record the conversations that happens during the break and put all those together in one shady episode. And I think that would be our highest rated episode because it be going down and them.
We had to bleep out names and stuff, wouldn't we?
Baby, God, honey.
I'm saying we'll get our Emmy. All right. It seems like Keke Palmer is ready to chuck the deuces to Hollywood. Now, Keke revealed in an interview with Teen Vogue, I think the timer has started. And she added, I think I haven't retired because I just haven't felt it yet. But the timer, I know that it's around the corner. That's sad because she's so young and I think she's still filled with so much she could be doing. Al, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts on this?
I think she needs to turn that timer off. Shit. I mean, come on, Kiki. You know, you're in Teen Vogue #1 at 30. That's amazing. So that should let you know that you don't need to go anywhere anytime soon. But I will say this, you know, Keke Palmer has been in the business for a long time, and she's been a child star. And we talked about the effects of the industry on these young kids and the pressure and how it can lead to depression and addiction and how it could lead to many other things that just aren't that healthy. And I think that may be the phase that she's rotating into, especially after this split with her boyfriend and all of that media around that incident. I think it's taking a toll on her. But I will say this, Keke Palmer, take as much time as you need if you need it, if it's for mental health or if it's just to get yourself back together. However, I think she's one of those actors or actresses or people in the business that can do that and come back and we'll still love her the same. That's my opinion. So I don't think she needs to be worried about, you know, losing rotation. She's so talented. And plus, I want her to be an EGOT. You know, she has the Emmy. She definitely has the ability to get an Oscar over the next couple of years, as well as a Tony and a Grammy. She's that type of talented. So I really don't want her to go anywhere anytime soon.
All right, Quad, what are your thoughts?
I got a whole entire attitude about it. I got a big attitude about it. First of all, she's massively talented, okay? There's so many things that she can do and has shown us and proven to us that she has the chops to do it. This girl is great in the talk space. She's an amazing singer, actress. There's nothing that Keke cannot do. In fact, she can't do any wrong in my book. Let me just say that. Secondly, I heard Al refer to what happened a few months back or in 2023 with that crazy ass baby daddy. Al, that is even more of the reason that she should go hard. That is even more of the reason why she should continue to stretch herself and show her range and that she belongs in entertainment. That situation will not define her. And I'm taking it quite personally. This woman is everything from the top of her head, the crown of her head to the sole of her feet. Keke Palmer is absolutely amazing. Keke, I'm going to plead with you and say, please, baby, do not retire. There's so much more that you have to show us and that you have to give and offer to the world. Listen, who's going to take, the girl is only 30 right now, right? She's in her 30s or just 30? Okay, baby, there's so many roles that she can still take and she looks uberly young. So I just want to encourage her to stay the course. You're absolutely right where you need to be and just continue to bless us with your presence in film and talk and anything else you want to do. And the girl is funny too. I mean, have you seen some of her skits on social? Baby, listen, that's my girl.
I think this is really sad. And I 100% believe it is because of the recent scandal, because she's had a scandal-free career, her entire career, until she got with this dude. And then all of a sudden it's scandal. She's not used to this. And I know people in the comments say, why do celebrities only react to the negative and they don't respond to all the positive things? I'm going to tell you why. It's human nature. You know, and maybe you get to a point where you take the positive for granted. I'm trying to do a better job of acknowledging positive comments in my own comment section. But I will tell you, you can have 1,000 people tell you you're great, you're funny, you're fantastic, you're talented. But it be those couple that say something negative. You know why? Because deep down, a lot of people have what they call survivor's remorse, or they have imposter syndrome, where they don't really feel that they're qualified or that they deserve it. So those negative comments hit you like you already are kind of thinking it. Maybe I don't deserve this. Maybe I'm not good enough. So that's why I just want to give y'all that are watching an insight into why maybe any of us on the panel, as well as Keke Palmer, may react differently to a negative comment because it hits a nerve. Most people in entertainment you think are arrogant. A lot of beginners are arrogant, but I think people have been around for a long time question whether their worth. Do I deserve this? You're constantly being compared to somebody else. And if you don't think that's not going to take a toll on someone just because they're richer than you or they appear to be happier than you, you are in for a rude awakening. It is not true. Entertainers, a lot of times, are the most sensitive people about themselves that you'll ever meet. And I think, I'm glad you said that, Quad. I hope we can clip that and that can get to Keke Palmer, because she probably hasn't heard even though it's been said, she probably hasn't heard that as clearly. She's probably hearing you the problem with your baby daddy. You're bitter. You're this, you're that, and not the positive. Like, it's hard to really hear that with all the other stuff. Kiki, please keep your head up. I was on a panel with you at Essence, and you are the bomb. Like, you are so beautiful and so cool and so fun. You're a girl's girl. You're good at what you do, and you're likable. You are likable. And there's a lot of people that feel like Quad and Al and myself that you're our girl and don't nobody better mess with no Kiki Palmer, because we got your back. So please don't quit. Take a break, but don't quit. Please.
With the Quad Squad to pull up, honey, just tell us where we need to be.
And Kiki, if you do quit, I don't know how old Quad is, but this 50-year-old and a half will be trying to take your 30-year-old jobs, and it ain't gonna look right. And I'm probably gonna fall short. So we need you, because the old birds like myself, we're gonna try to come on and swoop on in. So we need you in your spot. Don't
Did
go
you
nowhere.
say old birds?
Yeah, I'm embracing who I am, Al. I'm embracing.
Claudia is going through something this week, baby. She just down and out this week. She needs some D. She needs some D. She wants somebody to lift her up. She an old bird swimming in.
I've been in denial, denying like I don't need this. I do. I'm wasting all this smooth skin and supple high breasts, just not even going in nobody's mouth right now. It's just hair. It's just hair.
Oh, my stomach is hurting right now.
Okay, let's move on. My boy Shaq recently shared his thoughts on the challenges of opening up to women. Shaq said, once you do, they're gonna try to throw it back in your face. Ooh, Miss Quad. Now, is this true? What do you think?
No, I don't think it's completely true, but of course, whomever he's dated, and he's dated a plethora of women, so maybe a majority of those women were like that. I think women are to use their powers to encourage a man and build a man up. I don't think that every woman is looking for something to kind of dagger a man with later. Now, on the opposite end, because I'm a female, I'm a woman.
You know good well.
I've had that happen to me, where a person is just probing out of their own insecurities and trying to find a flaw in me, so later on they can throw that up in my face. Baby, I'm very tight-lipped, and overall, I'm pretty secure in who I am. And sometimes my confidence is being mistaken for arrogance. But then again, that's when you're dealing with a lot of low self-esteem people.
No, you're not arrogant at all, Quad.
Quad, I would never think Quad and Aries in the same top.
No,
I would
never.
never think that. I mean, never. Al, do you think arrogance? Do you think Quad?
No, not
I
with
think
that,
almost
not with
demure
that
and
blonde
shy. Almost.
Bob.
Ain't nothing wrong with a bob.
I said not with that blonde Bob. No, that's not arrogant at all. No.
Al, what do you think about this?
That's just style. That's all that is.
I like the fact that Shaq said this, because you don't get many men like him with his status being so transparent and vulnerable. Like, come on, let's just call a spade a spade. He's one of the very few black macho men in entertainment industry that allows himself to be vulnerable. He's allowed to speak into this space about his feelings, and he's allowed to be emotional, and he's funny. Shaq is a fucking riot. He is really funny. So I'm glad he's had, as a dude, he has this dialogue, because it's serious, right? And it's true to a certain extent. And I think it could be kind of cool when someone like him introduces this narrative for women to just be a little bit more introspective, right? And think about what he's really saying here. I think the real lean in here is that women just need to be a little bit more sensitive to how throwing things or bringing things back up to men when they're being in a very emotional state, what that means exactly. And I think that's the conversation that we should have, because men take it different. I watch these reality shows, and Quad and Claudia, you guys throw knives. when y'all throw knives, y'all flush people's bodies down.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And it's very hard for you to do that to a man, right? And then recover. Maybe it's easier for a woman, because you guys are like, oh, whatever, we had a moment, I had to get that off my chest, I apologize, and you think it's okay. For men, they take that stuff really serious. And I think that's kind of what he's trying to say here without,
I agree.
It can be taken the wrong way, but I think that's what he's just trying to say here. And I like it.
Shame on any women that do this to a man that they're in a relationship with. I don't think this is right. I don't think it's right if we sit there and beg for these men to be open with us and then they finally do, and then you use that against them. I remember a man cried to me one time. I never shared who it was or what it was about. I just was so impressed that he felt comfortable enough to do that around me. And I forever will say, to me, that was one of the most masculine things a man could do, is to let that go and to be like, I'm hurting about this. And what he was hurting about was valid. It wasn't like something stupid like a video game. It was like some family hurt thing. And I thought that always left an impact on me. But let me also say this. I don't think this is just a woman thing. This is just a human thing. And hear me out. Women can't even be honest about our sexual partners because men will throw that back into our faces. And we are so quick to label, you're a whore, you're a this, you're a that. We can't even be honest with you about who we really are or what we even want sexually desire, because it will be thrown to our face because we have to somehow have this false image of perfection and like a nun, but also be a freak. So I just think this is something that both people could stand to listen from. And again, I'm not condoning women don't do this, because we can't have it both ways. We can't say, man, open up to us, and then use that weaponize. Do not weaponize it. And people in general, stop doing that to each other, because we're out here being fake because we can't really listen. If a guy asks you how many men you've been with, women, you got to say a single digit number that sounds ridiculous. You got to say 7. Once you go into double digits, they think you're a whore. If you say 3 and you 40, 50, they're like, a bitch, stop lying. So we got to sit there and lie. 7.
How many you say, Claudia?
7. No, 7.
One potato.
Hey, nothing before you mattered because I'm in love with you now.
There you go.
Okay.
You gotta lay it on them thick, baby. Lay it on.
Quiet. What's your number?
None of your business.
There it is. See, we're not even comfortable to say it. We can't say it. We cannot. We would never be able to really, because it's always gonna be one too many for somebody.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, Shaq, thank you for your vulnerability. And we still want you to come here to Fox Soul and sit in with us for a night. Yeah. All right, coming up next, Lil Scrappy gets a taste of his own medicine and later find out what led to Kanye West's recent meltdown. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome inside the black box.
So you guys ready to have some fun?
Forget the acting studio. I'm here with you guys.
Creativity will find its way. It doesn't matter what the ethnicity is.
Television and movies are the mediums of stereotypes.
Just because we all have the same color don't mean we have the same experience.
Your uniqueness is your greatness.
Welcome inside the black box.
Every Monday on Fox Soul.
Scene 103, take 1.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm gonna respond to it?
I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
I hug you.
Yes. If it made you feel that way, bro, I'll probably do. I love you, man. I love you too.
What's going on, Claudia?
I'm in the White House, and if I'm not on the show tomorrow, then something happened.
You're in prison.
TGIF.
Listen to what you just said. You are broadcasting your show from the White House. If that is not the hope and the dream of the slaves, then I do not know what is.
Live and interactive.
I just met the White House press secretary, and she knows me, and I think she knows me from T. I said, I have to go broadcast. She goes, oh, that's right, you're live. And I'm like, you know about us.
On Fox.
We got a few new phrases the kids are out there saying, and I want you to tell us what you think they mean.
McMillan and Mara.
Donald Duckin.
I went to graduate school.
Every Thursday.
Tell boy terms like this.
And this is what my life has come to.
All right, next one.
Cambridge.
Okay, Mr. Harvard. Proxy beef.
Oh, I know what this is. This is when you don't have a problem directly with the person.
How did you
but
know
the person,
this?
because I speak English. Proxy.
Welcome back to TGIF. All right, y'all. I really want to get your take on this story. In reverse petty news, Lil Scrappy revealed that he slept with Amanda Seales after his ex-wife, Bambi, posted a photo of Amanda. Lil Scrappy said, shout out to somebody that I dated a long time ago that Bam just went and did an interview with and didn't even know it. Amanda Seales, she always stands up for women, but I wonder, did she tell Bam that she bleeped her ex-husband before?
Ooh.
Well, little did he know, Miss Amanda Seales already had her bases covered, and she told Bambi that she used to bleep with Lil Scrappy during the interview and put it all on the table. What are your thoughts on this situation, this attempted pettiness gone awry? Quad, what do you think?
This face. This face. Scrappy, why the hell would you do that? That had no merit in anything. That meant absolutely nothing. Like, why would you go and try to muddy Amanda's name like that? Like, I don't get that. Like, this is a woman who is definitely woke, if I can say that, a woman who is definitely tied in, understanding political aspects of what's happening in our country. And for whatever reason, to try to hurt Bambi, you went and muddied up her name. And why are you talking? Why are you talking about who you slept with? Like, I don't understand that. That's something that I feel like men should never do. You know what I mean? Men should have some code where it's like, you know, my business is my business. Before I was with you, whoever I slept with is my business. Why do you need to say that and to try to use someone to air someone else out? I don't like that. I don't like.
Al, I know you talk about these new age men.
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, Quad, on the show. About I got to get used to it too, Quad. These men, these young dudes, men in the entertainment industry are just telling their business way too much, or sharing their black female business way too much, or just their business in general too much. They go into the internet when they really should be some type of, I feel like, man code that we used to follow, and we just didn't do that to the women that we dated. It's so interesting, though, because this is actually a very weird couple to me. Now, they both independently, if your production can put the picture back up, they're both independently attractive. But when I think of Amanda Seales, I think of a scholar. And when I think of Scrappy, I think of the opposite. So I just, right. I like him. He's attractive. I'm telling you, but I just don't see those two together, but I guess opposites attract, because Amanda Seales is one of those women, one of those black females where she wears her brain on her sleeve, and that's just hot to me. You know what I mean? So I was just kind of figuring out what was the attraction and what did they actually talk about?
I guess Atlanta.
Maybe, you know what? And guess what? Every guy that you date is not going to be the one. Every woman you date is not going to be the one. Sometimes they're just fun for the moment, or you was just going through something, or it's a rebound relationship, or you were just having fun. Maybe he's probably a good time. I will say this, Scrappy, I've worked with you before. I think you're a funny guy. Amanda, I've definitely worked with you before. I think you're a brilliant woman. I just hate that Amanda Seales caught a stray in the middle of Bambi and Scrappy's drama. That's all this is. Like someone catching a stray. I don't think he was trying to hurt Amanda. I think he was trying to kind of make Bambi feel away. Like, little did you know, the woman you gave your story to, I used to smash. And I don't think that's necessary, especially they both said it happened a really long time ago. And shout out to Amanda for putting that out immediately. As soon as she said, hey, just so you know, I used to F with Scrap. And then that took all the sting out of it, because the sting is when you don't know and then you leave and you're like, that bitch was smiling up in my face and she knew all along. And that was very smart and very on code for Amanda Seales to just kind of put that aside and just, hey, before we get started, let me just let you know, now we can move forward and she don't have to feel guilty. We've probably all been in positions where we're like, I should have just let it be known first and just get the elephant out of the room. Now we can proceed and have guilt-free talk.
Well, then there's nothing else for someone to say. No one can hold anything over your head.
Right.
The question to Scrappy would be, what were you expecting to get out of this? Like, what was the end goal? What was
probably to hurt Bambi.
Bambi, probably for Bambi.
Yeah,
to make her feel down. Which I hate when this kind of stuff happens, because do we have to any kind of history we've had before we do this interview? Like, Quad, if there's someone that we both before we start this week, let me just tell you, or let me just tell you, that's, you know what I mean? Especially if it's irrelevant to now and it's so long ago. I just think now Amanda gets exposed for a body that maybe she clearly didn't want to put out there. You know what I mean? I think that's, I don't like that.
I would have never in life put Amanda with Scrappy.
I would never either, yeah.
Never in life I would have put those.
But let me ask you guys this question. I know we're going to just a second here. Like, is it a turnoff when you go date the guy, right? And you enter a room, say you're going out and it's an event, and you enter a room and like, do you like the fact that he could have slept with like 10 or so women in that room?
No.
Or no?
Well, we don't necessarily like it, but we do understand how men get around. So that would be, we have almost, that's kind of normal in a sense where it's like, okay, going out somewhere, that's someone in this room, a few people in this room, your man probably done had a date with, took out to dinner, maybe even slept with. Now, on the flip side of that, men, two conversations tonight that we've had, honestly, are two conversations I've had this week, but men cannot stand it with knowing that there's another man in the room that
I agree.
close to his woman. You guys just
I agree.
Y'all can't take it.
Nah.
I don't like it at all. I mean, I don't buy he's just a man. A man's gonna be a man. I like a little exclusivity on my men that I deal with as well, where everyone can't lay claim to it. I have a guy, a homie that he went through the whole crew. Like he went through everybody. And it's so embarrassing. Good looking man. And it's like, her too. And it's like, it's gross now. Like it's not even, I mean, and it takes away from his looks because he's fine as hell, but it's just like,
he's for the streets.
He for the streets.
Yeah,
for the streets.
You a community dick asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Claudia, don't be talking against the streets now.
Community dick asshole.
You might gotta go to the streets next week.
That's fine too. Damn it. Beggars can't be choosy. All right, let's do this. Call me. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, listen. I know soulmates like to travel to these exotic islands for some fun in the sun and chocolate brothers. Hey, where's this at? But the U.S. government just issued a travel advisory warning for American citizens who are thinking about traveling to Jamaica. No, I like Jamaica. The advisory states that violent crimes are at an all-time high, such as home invasions, armed robbery, sexual assaults, and homicides. What are your thoughts on this story, Quad?
Jamaica? Like, I thought we were done with that when a certain person got arrested. I won't say their name, but they basically ran the whole entire island. So I thought that we were pretty good. I actually have been to Jamaica last year. I think I went to Jamaica maybe 3 times, and I felt pretty safe. Something different happened between
who got arrested? Give us a tea.
Wait a minute, Quad. Did you get on that massage? Did you get on that massage raft, Quad?
No, I did not.
Well, don't lie, Quad.
I did not get on the bamboo.
You went down there 3 times, Quad.
Baby, I did not get the bamboo.
Hey, you're stuttering, Quad.
No. I was going over there one time with my cousins because it was their anniversary, and then a couple other times for some other things.
Wow, your voice got high.
Shake it.
Yeah. Real ridiculous and real petty, honey. Y'all are just messy.
Who, us?
Who was arrested? Can you tell us?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay. What about a hint for the soulmates? A hint?
No, listen, they can go and Google this man.
Really?
Oh.
Yes. Okay. All right, Al, what do you think about this bad press about Jamaica? What do you think?
I think it's really unfortunate because the U.S. tourism, the tourism from the U.S. that goes to Jamaica it's the largest generator of their foreign exchange. So this is very concerning. Not only is the largest generator of foreign exchange, but Americans visiting Jamaica has helped create over 500,000 jobs for Jamaicans. And that's really huge because, we're all down there, we're vacationing, we're having fun, and we're supporting them. It's sad to me when America does this type of advisory alert because we know the power that we have to other economies, and especially a tourist economy like Jamaica. Now, the flip side of that is America has a nerve because France has a travel advisory on us. The United Kingdom has a travel advisory on us. Australia and Canada and New Zealand have a travel advisory on us because we have hate crimes, violence, and sexual assault in the United States. So what are they actually doing? And I don't like the fact that at the end of the day, it's affecting the Jamaican economy and the Jamaicans, just as a whole. And that's not cool.
That's what I was going to address. America with the goddamn audacity. Like, we don't have all kinds of nonsense going on over here in this here country, in these United States of America. Jamaica is fine. I was just there for New Year's. I was there last July. I'm going again this August. I love me some Jamaica. Are there pockets of areas where there's increased crime? Absolutely. Are there entire cities in America that there's issues with, and entire regions? Absolutely. So do we have to, first of all, America, we are number one in gun violence in the world. In the world, y'all, in the entire world. We beat everybody. We're number one, y'all. We're number one. So like, please stop. You're actually getting a getaway going to Jamaica compared to some parts of America. And yeah, again, there are places where there is increased crime, but that's the entire world because, there's been some issues with the economy in a lot of places. But I don't think Jamaica is any less dangerous than America. So I piggyback off your comment, Al, and 100% true. All right, coming up next, Kanye West goes off on a reporter, and later we have your Grammy predictions. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What's going on, Claudia?
I'm in the White House, and if I'm not on the show tomorrow, then something happened.
You in prison.
TGIF.
Listen to what you just said. You are broadcasting your show from the White House. If that is not the hope and the dream of the slaves, then I do not know what is.
Live and interactive.
I just met the White House press secretary, and she knows me, and I think she knows me from T. I said, I have to go broadcast. She goes, oh, that's right, you're live. And I'm like, you know about us.
On Fox Soul.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm gonna take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
Welcome back to the show. We're having a good old messy old time because Miss Quad is bringing all the mess this week. Al and I are just sitting here clutching up pearls. We never do this. She's like,
I'm facts. That's all I'm doing.
All right, y'all. Kanye West is Kanyeing again after he was spotted snatching a reporter's phone. Here you go. Check out this clip from TMZ.
Hey, Kanye. How you doing? It's good to see you. People want to know if Bianca has her free will. Some people are saying you're controlling her.
Well, he answered that question. What are your thoughts on his actions? Were those controlling actions or the?
Listen, he proved the woman right in that very moment. Now, maybe he had a high stress morning. I'm not sure. Maybe something happened with his car. The transmission may be out. But what I'm saying is if this person is coming to you and asking you a question, like some people are saying you're controlling, and you take and you smash the camera, you're basically proving her point. I did not think that was a good moment for Kanye at all.
Okay, Al, what are your thoughts?
Claudia, you know that where this happened is right in front of my house, right? Right in front of my apartment.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact I wanted to share. I don't know. I want to say that for me, these antics are just getting old. You know, you going out, you snatching phones, you beating people up, you slapping people because they are trying to take a picture, yada, yada, yada. I just don't think it's cool. And I think it's on purpose. Honestly, I think he does things like this because he knows that we're going to talk about it here on TGIF. They're going to post it on TMZ. And I just feel like I just want him to get back to a better space and just go make some music or something. Because all these antics, to me, is just taking away all the hard work that we remember him for in the music industry.
But why does he have to go negative to get attention? We all still know that Kanye is a musical genius. So why do we have to lean on something negative? Does he really have to lean on anything negative? He doesn't.
I would like him to lean.
No, I think Claudia. I think he just likes attention. So he's going to take it however he can get it. And because he, is bumping heads with the Kardashians, it's coming across as very negative. It's coming across as manufactured, if you ask me.
I would like Kanye West to manufacture a workout program and get back in the gym. He's getting very wide and big hips. And I think he's
a big back.
And a big back. Look at the back.
You are about to get canceled. You're about to get blocked again.
I get canceled every 2 weeks. I'll be all right. Okay.
You about to get blocked again.
So Kanye, and then this is not a fat shaming, but if you listen, studies show you can use the gym to lower your stress levels, your anxiety. Why don't you take out this hostility and this aggression? Getting your body in the best shape of your life, working out. You look sloppy. You don't look like the celebrity that you came on the game. You came into the game. You do. Your booty is spreading. Your hips is spreading. You look negative. You're getting very bitchy. You're always aggravated and mad. You're snatching phones from women's hands now. Ozempic. Maybe. I got the plug on Ozempic. I got someone in Atlanta that can write you a prescription. You don't even have to go to doctors. You just got to give them that $500 and you just go get that shot. You can get them slim on down. You can be as slim as Khloe Kardashian if you want to in 4 to 6 weeks. I'm telling you, y'all, you are miserable because you're not happy with yourself. You're acting like you're happy and you're in a good place. You're not. You miss Kim. You miss the lifestyle you used to have. You miss being able to fit into somewhat of a sample size. Now you're in the big and strong and fat and wide space. This is not fat shaming everybody. I'm only fat shaming him because I don't like his antics. You grab a phone out of a woman's hands. You're wilding out. You have kids. They are looking at your behavior. I don't have kids, so I could be a jerk. And I just was. Go ahead, Clyde.
Well, I just want something to eat right now.
We need a cup of coffee after.
I'm sick of it.
I was like, that read was one of those silent reads. She just came in and unloaded.
I'm sick of him because it'd be one thing if we were talking about Blueface, someone that wasn't talented. We could be like, okay, you have to do antics, okay? Kanye actually raps on the beat and makes beats. And this is someone that actually has all the talent in the world and you're squandering. We have not reported on a song in a long time. The last song that song Easy, I love that song. You are a dope artist, but we never talk about that. We talk about you not taking a bath, your booty crack being out, almost getting head on a boat in broad daylight, getting banned from Italy, having wide hips, and snatching phones out of girls' hands. We have not spoke about music in about 2 years.
Has it come up in the tabloids that he has wide hips?
It's going to be there tomorrow.
Production, can you put the picture up real quick? I present to you Exhibit A. Production, please put the picture up.
I like Kanye, honey. I like Kanye.
Can you put the picture up, production? What do you think?
I don't even recognize him. He looks depressed.
I think he's going through it.
He looks a bit different. But listen, do we know the mental headspace that he is in? Maybe we need to give some form of understanding or a courtesy there. We never know. Mental health it's huge in our country, and because we don't see it as it's not a cut, it's not a broken leg. It's not something that we can physically see. We sometimes kind of skirt over it, but maybe we need to just offer him grace and prayer
and a treadmill. Coming up next, we have your Grammy predictions. See you soon. I'm gonna put my page on private for a few days after this show.
Right.
We'll be right back.
Scene 103, take 1.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm going to respond to it?
I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
I hug you.
Yeah. If it made you feel that way, bro, I would probably do. I love you, man. I love you too.
This one's for the real ballers and shot callers, the sisterhood of women in tech. They're discovering cures, building apps, and programming the blockchain. They're CEOs, worldwide hustlers who can make it rain. They're tearing down the old boys club and seeing big gains. Because when women in tech come together, you know they make that change.
Freedom. It's at the core of who we are. The freedom to live without fear, to jog where we please, to wear a hoodie. The freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Welcome back to TGIF and Kanye West. If you're watching, I'm sorry. I was just playing. My tough love. That's how I show love. Okay. In honor of the Grammy Awards taking place this Sunday, we're going to predict some of the winners in the various categories. Are y'all ready to get into these Grammy predictions? Y'all ready, y'all?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's cue the music. All right, let's cue the game show music. Let's get that going. All right, y'all, the first category is Best New Artist, and I want y'all to tell me who you predict will win the Grammy. The nominees are Gracie Abrams, Fred Again, Ice Spice, Jelly Roll, Coco Jones, Noah Kahan, Victoria Monet, The War, and Treaty. Who do you think will win this? Let's go to you first, Al. Who gets the Grammy?
And the winner is Ice Spice.
Ice Spice, okay. She's been everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I think for me, I'm probably going to go with Coco Jones. She's getting a lot of buzz right now.
I like Coco Jones as well. She's beautiful and she's kind of been everywhere. She kind of came out of nowhere. I like her. All right, we'll see if we're right on Sunday. All right, next we have Best R&B Performance, and the nominees are Summer Too Hot by Chris Brown, Back to Love by Robert Glasper featuring Sir and Alex Isley, I See You by Coco Jones, How Does It Make You Feel by Victoria Monet, Kill Bill by SZA. Who do you think will get this Grammy? Quad, let's start with you.
I'm going to say Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, okay.
Yeah.
He's been staying consistent for many years.
Yes.
Al, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I would say Chris Brown for, experience, right? And been around for a long time. But I like SZA's Kill Bill. So for me, it would be SZA Kill Bill.
I think SZA should get it. I think Chris Brown also should get it, but I think they still are having a grudge against him. So I think it's probably going to go to Coco Jones. That's what I think. All right. Next up, we have Best R&B Album. This is a big one. And the nominees are Girls Night Out by Babyface, What I Didn't Tell You, Deluxe by, once again, Coco Jones, Special Occasion by Emily King, Jaguar 2 by Victoria Monet, Clear 2, Soft Life EP by Summer Walker. Let's go to you, Al. The Grammy goes to you.
I'm going to say Clear 2, Soft Life EP by Summer Walker.
Okay. Quad, who do you think?
I got to go with Coco on this one. I do. I have to go with Coco on this one.
I think so, too. I think she's being set up to have a really big night.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You know how the story of the night could be that?
Right.
I don't know.
But she's nominated a lot, right?
A lot, yeah, she is. All right, how about the Best Rap Album? And the nominees are Her Loss by Drake and 21 Savage, Michael by Killer Mike, Heroes and Villains by Metro Boomin, King's Disease 3 by Nas, Utopia by Travis Scott. And the Grammy goes to who? Take it away, Quad. Who do you think?
You know what? I really would want to say Killer Mike. That album was fire. But I'm having a challenge with that because I don't think that the masses know how amazing and how lyrical Killer Mike really is. So I would say and put my vote in for Killer Mike. However, I think it may go to Drake and 21 Savage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Al, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. That, you know, Drake has done amazing rollouts. He continues to dominate. But if I ever vote for a rap album, it would always be anything from Nas.
Yeah.
I love Nas too, but honestly, the promo for it, I didn't even know he had a new album out.
Right.
A lot of these albums, I wasn't even familiar with these albums. So I think if we're saying that, we're someone in the culture here. I think it's going to go to the obvious one, Drake and 21 Savage, that has the most recognition. That's what I think. And they're going to hope that he's there. All right. That was a lot of fun. Let's see if we are right. And we'll check back with y'all soulmates and see if we got it. And soulmates, play along in the chat with us. Okay. Moving forward.
Please don't get blocked again.
Al, don't start with me, Al. Let me focus on this teleprompter. King Harris is letting y'all know that he's the one that made the phrase "standing on business" go viral. Let's take a look at that claim.
I ain't created, but I'm the one that got everybody saying it. When you ask who got the news saying it, who got ESPN saying it, who got football players saying it, who got kids saying it, who got everybody saying it, it's me.
All right, hey, I mean, he did make it popular. Do y'all agree? And what's something you plan to stand on business in 2024? Al, since you were laughing at me, what do you think? Do you think it was him that made this phrase popular?
I mean, he made it trendy, right? It's trending because of him and the way he says it. But we know that the comedian Drewski is the one who really started this back in September. You know, so I get it. And it's so interesting to me that these young quote influencers just will hijack a saying because they are trending for something over the course of maybe a month or so. But King Harris is just hilarious to me altogether. And maybe in the future, King, you'll be very influential and people will be looking and waiting for you to create new sayings and follow your lead. But right now, son, I don't think it's not so much. Okay,
Quad, what do you think?
You know, I gotta say, I didn't know anything about Drewski saying standing on business. I learned of it down to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, honey, when he was down to the game, and the people that standing on business, and I was like, now I didn't like how it came across because, of course, it appeared that there was some challenges between his father and King, and I didn't like that. But I gotta tell you, I got it from King. I did.
I have to, and this kills me to give props to the younger generation because I'm an old head. I love Drewski. I think it's funny, but I didn't know he said it either. So Al, thanks for that. I will say with the youngsters and the TikTok generation, which is definitely very influential, I do think he made it popular with them, but he didn't create it. He didn't create it. He definitely made it popular, and it trended because how he was saying it was so funny. I think King is actually pretty funny. Whether he means to be funny or not, he's just funny, like how he says things, the way he looks when he says things, like he's real expressive. Then he got his teeth done. So it's like, it's just everything he says, it's just be like, it's entertaining. So I honestly think that he made it popular. I'll give him that. All right, Chrisean Rock's sister is calling out her over recent antics. And let's just say she seems pretty much saying what we've all been thinking. Take a look.
First of all, you sitting there riding that beach that you riding that's with your son on the internet. You crazy. You really is up. Your head is really up, Chrisean. Period. Run back and tell her I said it.
All right, do y'all agree? Let's not spend too much time on this book because obvious reasons.
Claudia, it's Black History Month. Do we have to talk about Chrisean and her sister? Seriously?
No, we don't.
Not the top of Black History Month, maybe.
Why? Do you have anything you want to say?
I'm just going to ask for closed captions.
Okay, we'll do that. And how about this? We're going to end on a high note. Miss Quad, we had so much fun with you this week. What can our soulmates expect from you next? Because I know you bring in Black excellence.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I do appreciate you all, my good family down at TGIF. But you guys got to go to Sass by Miss Quad. It's my new all-purpose seasoning blend, honey. It's good on everything, honey, everything. You might put it on your man. I don't know, child, what type of freaky stuff y'all into. But I'm just saying, go right down to Sass by Miss Quad.
I'm going to get some sass, or maybe I'll get some. All right, I want to thank my co-hosts Al Reynolds and Miss Quad for joining me tonight. Thanks for watching us on YouTube. Stay tuned for Street Flavor. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much, Quad, and thank you, Al. Fantastic job.
Have a good weekend.